Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Strategic Command World War II, World at War, where I'm back fighting against the Allied forces. We're in 1943, it's the summer, and let's actually start out with the German forces here. So, first of all, we've taken Murmansk, and none of these guys can be reinforced. Well, that is just fine. I should probably operate them, but the question then is, where am I going to place those guys? Because, well, first of all, actually, let's go for that territory. I take it like this too. So I need a unit back in there. I can do that. I'll just shift around some of those guys and transport or operate you in here. Great. I do need a unit out here too, to make sure that the enemy won't bother me there. But it does mean, what can these guys do? They can't operate at this moment, so I just kind of need them to move back and keep walking. So we'll have these garrison units. They're actually unnecessary out here at least. I will keep one in Murmansk, but I can probably put them in a better place later on. That's indeed why such a poor result. Zero supply is disaster. I'll lower the entrenchments, sure. Ah. I mean, I knew I was gonna take Arkhangelsk. But yeah, I need to attack now. That's not my lucky day. They might even destroy this core. Maybe they'll repair, if I'm lucky, that is. Okay, let's actually attach the right units and detach you. Make sure that they're all attached. Okay, good. Okay, yeah, I did move those guys already. Let's use the bombers if I can. No, not far enough. They have their fighters. Okay. Unit down. Might show me whether there's a unit in Gorky. It's empty. Well, don't mind if I take it. I don't need any units up here. I mean, I need to get to Perm eventually, but I'd rather just keep a core in that city. Let's use you. And I'll have some guys move over here to attack there. Surely they indeed have partisan spawns in there, but if I just put a plane out there, that should already be fine enough. Let's repair you. And I'm gonna move towards Kuybyshev here. So I need to both upgrade and afterwards repair that as well. Actually, I can put you in there. So let's go. They're probably gonna get good supplies from Moscow. I'm sure Moscow will give at some point 10 supply. Can hardly imagine otherwise. They should be at poor supply. And thus, these attacks should be pretty decent, but... Okay, so I'm gonna have to use the German army as well. To finish them off. Can't even bomb there, huh? That's not ideal. Do they have partisans in Ryazan? Yes, they do. So I'm gonna have to wait as well. Four, five, six. Well, taking this doesn't matter. Unfortunate. But yeah. How about Ufa? Oh no. Well, I'll say goodbye to that Italian unit. How about partisans in Uralsk? There are. So I'll just repair you, which will allow me indeed to move some of these other guys further up north. I'll just repair the Romanian units for now. And go after the next army. Let's move out there. That's all fine. I cannot take down these guys just yet, which is rather unfortunate. What I could do is operate these down here and, you know, try to start dealing with it. But I need to keep some of those guys here. Actually, I need more garrisons. Unfortunately. Yeah. I'll send these over to Russia. I can actually get them in Stalingrad already, and that means that I can actually operate these two to deal with Tbilisi. And I will. Stalingrad there. You out here. So that takes care of those. I need at least 4 more partisans. I do have these up here. But let's just make sure that I can buy another couple of garrisons with the Germans. 4 or 5 will do for now. But they are necessary. Right, so we've taken Gorky. We're moving towards Penza, and Kuibyshev is quite close. Again, I still think it was worth trying to just take that city. Unfortunately, didn't work, but maybe next time. So let's just upgrade some of these other ones to hopefully make them do a little bit better next turn. Let's send you. I mean, they did have a bomber up here, so I'm gonna send these over to Moscow. To prevent them from bombing anything else. Okay, so again, this turn took Arkhangelsk, so they won't be getting supplies from there. And Gorky this turn, threatening to take Kubyshev in 1 to 2 turns, but I'm already at their industrial center too. So that should work out pretty well. We'll move you here. Moving the other core. And once again attack. So yeah, I need to keep units on those other locations. I guess for now, let's just keep these guys out there as long as the war is continuing. You have that under your control. Okay, great. So then at least we'll keep the Russians on their toes. Okay, out here. Have to probably move all the way around. I was afraid of this, but yeah, it's gonna take a long time there. Okay, I can first of all, yeah, I'm definitely moving down here, going after those planes. You are moving up and attacking the HQ. And I think that will definitely help. So if I destroy that, I can then start moving down here. I hope they won't go up here, cut off this unit. That's a real possibility, but I can't miss up on an opportunity like this. Okay, let's attack here first. Again, I might be able to cut off that army if things were to go well. Out here. Yeah. Maybe next turn, but it's not too shabby actually, and you'll just stay there. Let's definitely reinforce these guys back to 10 now. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Okay, now that that's taken care of, let's reinforce you, so they'll be joining that region as well relatively soon. So with that taken care of, I now need to go after the enemy navy, and we did see at the very least those new bogies. Okay, so 1 destroyer and 2 battleships. They're luckily not in bad weather, so I'll start by using my airplanes and bombing that way, and here too. Alright, that went well. You can't bomb. let's start using these. The weakest link. And I need to start moving up in order to make or to repair them. So that's one. I want to zoom out for a bit. Come on. Let's go for the destroyer. That's down. And start moving up. And that's another battleship down. Excellent. Okay, it's quite dangerous to move with my capital ship, so I will use these kinda the other units first. They're in poor supply. Okay, good. And I already said that I want to use these forces to start or to go for a naval invasion up in the north. I want to start doing that soon. So I'm already positioning my units in such a way that they can start landing on the next turn. And now that we've destroyed most of their navy over in that location, I think we're in a good spot. Let's put this in a regular transport so they can actually land out there the moment that the rest of my units do drop. I do want to keep a unit in Christchurch just to make sure these guys can go in regular amphibious transports if they're going to land so close. You as well. You need long range, but I don't have them anymore, unfortunately. Okay, fine. Not yet in a state to take care of that navy, so I pretty much, yeah, I think I'll be safe just moving up like this, probably. I mean, they're here, not here, so I think it's unlikely they will try something there, but it could happen. And just need to get back to the home islands with the bulk of my fleet. So misclick. But it seems like the American fleet, at least around Australia, has been vanquished. Right, let's just move like this. Like I said, I need to get back to the home islands. Okay, they have something out there. I don't know what it is, but it moved up like that. So potentially, I will have a chance of destroying it. Tissue itself is empty, but I don't have any other units to go after them. Okay, so they have a unit at Elagala, and I'm just gonna use that time. I want to get into Benghazi itself, and for now, upgrading or doing something like this is not very useful. Okay, I'll just leave them. I mean, my situation will improve over time anyhow, especially with Russia nearly subdued. Let's move in here, all the way back. And okay, I can transfer, operate these out of Bordeaux. And I'll set them over to Voronezh so that they can move into Saratov, because I'm sure that Saratov is a region where they can spawn, indeed, partisans. Get you into Bordeaux. Get you out here. And I'll reinforce the air units that are out here too. Those are already on full strength. I'll set these to escort for now. Let's see what happens if I try to go after the destroyer. Okay, they have interceptors on the carrier. That's good to know that. So I can't really attack that much with them, but now I'll attack that destroyer. So that one is down. Excellent. And then I will try to move out with these. And then into Bordeaux, and hopefully they will indeed not be seen that way. Let's move you back into that port. And I'll move here, then out here. Attack the carrier, and move back. These will move into Le Havre. And now, I hope most of my submarines are secure. Meanwhile, I'll try to spot out more of the enemy's navy while moving down myself. I will screen this region. And meanwhile, again, I'll try to move down with my navy for a bit. And just stay out here, and we'll see what happens. We know that most of their navy is down there, but I need to destroy it piecemeal. Can't go into a full battle with them. Oh, okay, that doesn't work. I thought, yeah, okay, great. Well, that will be destroyed then. I thought that if I see it already like that, I could just already move past it. But apparently I can't. So we'll have to do without the Graf spray. Or speed, I guess. But that's, yeah, that's unfortunate. But I really thought I would be able to pass through there. Okay. Guess the Italian Navy is moving back. Oh well. Let's see, yeah, let's move you out here then. I need to get these guys into ports at the very least. And I'll see next turn how many American ships will be out there. Not too sure yet, but we have a solid defensive line right now. Okay, that means that I have the Africa Corps left to work with. Where can I operate to? I should probably just get them out there. Okay, and we'll see whether the enemy will try to get more units out into this region. I might have to bypass Karachi that way and just keep moving into India that way. Yeah. Alright, I think... Well, first of all, I'm gonna get these guys closer. Because then they might be able to assist out here. I don't think so, but that might work. I'll also start upgrading this army. I want to get a few units up north, but there's no cash for that. Diplomacy, they still don't have any chits, but when it comes to research, the Germans can start going for some again. Definitely neither of those. Logistics, actually, I can still spend 200, and then I'm out of points for research. With them, okay, so we have 415. Already bought a bunch of garrison units, so no real reason to go for that. First of all, I'm gonna buy another destroyer. I'm gonna go for a few submarines. Oh, no longer? Yeah. Okay. That's fine. I don't really need a whole lot more infantry. If I'm gonna invade the UK, you know, infantry is... I mean, it's important, but there aren't enough hexes to keep my entire army yet anyhow. So that's not really an issue here. Okay. With that taken care of, there might be a few last things that I'll be willing to do. I mean, I can upgrade 2 of these just for the kicks of it, and no, just making sure everything's taken care of well and proper. Your anti-partisan activity. Okay, I need an actual unit on here. And this is exactly why I was well, not stressed about it, but okay. I think we got it for now. Yeah. Japanese ships. All the submarines have been sunk. So that's not gonna do a whole lot. Navy staying in port. Units here no longer moving. Yeah, excellent, excellent. I wonder why they're out here. Unless they have some kind of landing force? I don't know. Either way, let's ship it back to the enemy. Soviet national morale falls with the loss of Arkhangelsk and with the loss of Gorky. Oh, so now they're getting extra units, huh? Yeah, they're still blockading Brest. That's a lot of submarines. But with the Allied Navy out there, I can't really do a whole lot about it just yet. I need to finish off those guys first, and then I can go after their submarines and or destroyers. But for now, we're going to have to deal with the reduced efficiency of our colonies. Okay, moving back. I wonder where they're going then. Okay, putting an army unit in Penzas. I guess that's smart. They're now shifting forces also to the other side, which I actually like. Yeah, sure, repair all you want. Okay, so they did see that sub through whatever devious scheme they have. That's not nice, because I don't think the submarine will flee from the port. Actually. So I think they're just exposing themselves that way. So if it survives, which it probably won't, but again, we're not sure. I will have to move them further away. And like I said, this unit is definitely just dead. Yeah. Oh well. At the very least, I think that with the fall of Russia and India, even though we don't have London, it would still be a minor Axis victory. I think we definitely need to get London for that major victory, but I think that we still have a minor one, even if we don't capture it. But there is still time, and it will be tricky, because all the American forces will now probably indeed be in the UK. Yeah, there we go. Wow, okay, bombers out here. To be fair, I didn't even expect them to put up any fight, but I'm sure they'll get at least another 300 NPP a turn, the Russians, even with their situation being like this. So I mean, they will never recover from what has happened. Okay. They can't bomb at the very least. So even with these attacks, I'm quite fine here. Ah, okay. Well, I can repair that every turn. Taking Mogadishu and then Kismayo might mean that these guys will actually be cut off as well, and then they'll be destroyed. That's pretty much the way I did things in Africa, or at least Eastern Africa, for a long time. Oh, they're really starting to evacuate some guys now. Well, if they're really going after the African Corps, that's very good for the Japanese, because that means that they won't be able to really that they won't be able to effectively destroy me. It's back. That means that I can destroy it. Don't like seeing the transport move and unload. But it's not on my territory. They must have a lot of transports. Yeah, I don't like seeing that at all. Maybe they're deploying in Africa? Okay, I'll surround and destroy that. That's not an issue. Yeah. Alright, well, that's it for this turn once again. So that's great. So once again, I will continue in the next one. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Do hope you enjoyed this part. If you did, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe, and I will see you all there. So take care, and bye-bye.